Describe your favorite memory in theater. It's when you met me.
Oh, I hate our reviews.
Okay, so during Oklahoma this last year, I was backstage. It was before the second act, and me, Brennan, and Andrew were backstage just dancing, and then all of a sudden the curtain opened and I kept dancing, and it was really embarrassing, but it was funny, and I was doing like this thing, you know, and I like stopped like right here, and I like froze.
I don't think I really have a favorite memory, except for me getting stuck in the elevator twice.
My favorite memory in theater is probably choreographing the dances because I really enjoy it and I love being a dancer.
My favorite memory.
When we went to state. The first day we got there, Austin's like 5.5 hours away. It took us 9 hours to get there. We watched all the shows, and then afterwards we went to this restaurant called 24. And everything in Austin is real like urban and like hippie. Well, anyway, so Mr. Hanna asked if they like had sweet tea, and they didn't. They didn't even have unsweet tea. They had like hibiscus tea, like weird crap, okay? And we looked like complete idiots because we were like, you know, like, do you have a cheeseburger? And it was like all this organic stuff.
I think my favorite memory would be my junior year during Actions Requiem. Whenever it was like the start of the show and we started in the audience and we froze, and then I remember hearing the music come on and then the lights would come on and London was doing her monologue, and you're seeing everyone around you in the audience like looking, and you can feel the anticipation of it, and you can feel like this build up, and then it was like the moment that the music hit that one part where we all come alive.
It's kind of, my favorite memory has been when I step onto the stage to sing the first song in Oklahoma. Like, that has been like the epitome of like all my performances so far. It might not have been the best, like I don't know how it was. I mean, people tell me it's pretty good, but it was like my favorite moment. It felt so real to me. It just felt so natural, and I've never felt that way before.
Let me think. Let me actually get a memory out of this one. This is so forced. I'm letting you know that.
Victoria knows this favorite memory, and I always go back to this one, and it's the one where, because my first show was the UIL show, the Axeman's Requiem, and I played Baptiste, and I really didn't know much about theater or anything, so one day we were in a hotel. We had a show the next day. I remember Miss Newton had us go down to the lobby to run through our lines with the people in our scenes, and Victoria was one of the main people that I was always speaking to in the Axeman's Requiem. So we had to rehearse together, and I remember that she didn't really want to rehearse, but she wanted to help me, and that was really impactful on me.
Okay, so I have a couple. The one that sticks out the most to me, I've been dying to tell this story for years, was Music Man. I was in 8th grade when that happened, but I was in Music Man, and there was a girl, like there was an insect on the wall. I'm not gonna say the insect because someone has arachnophobia here, so crap, I just said it, crap, no! Anyway, there was an insect on the wall, and so we had like, what are you know those like ribbon that you use to section people off, and there's like a stand. We picked up the entire stand to hit the insect, and like that was so much fun. I just love that. But other than that, I'd say technical theater, our trips when we advanced to state, those were amazing. Like I loved it. Those are great. The food was awesome.
Honestly, my favorite memory is, I think, Area, or it was it was one of the performances for Baron. Me and the whole costume, and me and like the makeup, and like just everything, and like the whole cast, honestly, just like looking at us going out there, and like just like preparing for that performance and just getting there, I think was like one of my favorite things that I've ever experienced in this theater.
I really learned to pick my battles through theater, because like being stage manager in Oklahoma, like there's so many issues going on at the same time, and it's like not everything can be addressed and not everything is important enough to be addressed. So it's like I learned how to pick my battles and figure out, you know, what needs to be addressed. And, you know, I feel like that's one of the biggest ways that I've grown.
Acting in general has really become an outlet for me. It's about becoming your character completely, and it's amazing to see like what you can do and what you can take from a character, because I've become, like, my characters all become parts of me, but I don't necessarily take everything from them, because I've played a queen, I've played a backup singer, I've played a crazy lady from New Orleans, so I just take all of that and it's molded into my everyday life, and like I catch myself walking like both of them like every single time, and I'm just like, oh, stop that.
I feel like theater made me work harder. It taught me to have more of a work ethic and really try more.
Theater just made me see things differently, I guess, and that's a really vague statement, but I guess it just made me have to look at things from both sides, and having to do that in theater made me do that in my everyday life too. So I feel like it's made me a better person for that.
I think theater has really helped me to like open up to other people. You know, you can't really be shy when you're in theater, but I'm not really that big of an actor. I've always been a tech person, but you know, hanging around everybody and seeing what they can do on stage really influences you to open up and to become a person that you are.
I've learned from theater to open up and express yourself, not only stick to what the stereotypes and what people think, but you can be accepted no matter how you are, where you are, as long as you open up and be who you are.
Theater has made me a better person than I am today. I feel like, especially looking back, that I was a little sheltered and I didn't really want to branch out and be someone different. And I think theater forced me to be someone different and to learn how to adapt and change things and meet new people and love new people and work with new people. And I don't see how I could have done anything, any of my aspirations or plans. I don't see how any of that could be achievable without knowing what I know today.
I learned a lot of lighting purposes, what's important in the theater, like what goes on backstage during productions and stuff, how important it is, how to build stuff, you know, out of scratch. So
theater's allowed me to be more, not more me, because I've always just been me, but I've just been less forgiving about being me, because no one cares in theater. And like, that's just, being in this environment has allowed me to spread this environment elsewhere, like feel that way here elsewhere, is what I'm trying to say.
I've learned to not wait around. I've learned if I want to do something, if I want to have something to do, go and look for it, go ask people, don't just wait around and have it handed to you, because it won't be.
Theater has changed me because I've been through hell and back in this building, literally. I've had some really big dilemmas with Miss Newton, and she knows that. We always tell everybody that. And we've come a long way, and I've been able to mature and grow because of the horrible things that I've been through in this building, and I've become more of an adult, definitely.
I think obviously the students, you know, you hang out with them all the time, you talk to them, you grow a close relationship with them, but you know, Mr. Hannah, Miss Newton have been a great impact on me, especially Mr. Hannah, you know, teaching me everything I know about tech, and you know, always hanging out with him, being his assistant has really been a blessing to me.
Miss Newton, most definitely. She's made this experience memorable because she's believed in me the most. She took her best interest in me at points in times where I didn't care about myself or anything. She just put my eye on the prize, and I just fought for it.
Through choreographing the dances, I've had to have the ability to spend more time with the students in theater, because I get to teach them how to dance and stuff, and that's really fun for me. And it just helps me bond with them, because like I'm teaching them and they're like listening to me, and it's just a fun experience.
These people that have been in this theater, who have graduated, who have been with me, who are still going to be here, those people have made this whole experience memorable. And I mean, I've become the person that I am because of those people. There's something special about them. There's something special that I haven't gotten anywhere else. And I'm gonna miss them. And I'm gonna miss bringing my crazy self to them. And I've loved them a lot.
Everyone played a very specific role in my life. I don't think anyone was pointless. Everyone made some kind of impact to me, even if it was positive, negative, anything, because without them, I wouldn't be the person that I am today.
Newton. I'll miss Newton a lot. Yeah. I've cried to her a lot. I've cried to her a lot. I don't know. I kind of feel like she's like, I don't know, like my aunt in a way. Like not like my mom, but like she's a good aunt. You feel me? Like I can talk to her about anything, and she knows me better than a lot of other people know me. Like when I'm upset, or she just knows. She just knows what's going on. And yeah, I'm really gonna miss her.
There are some people. I'd say Caitlin, number one, because she's really the reason I joined. And even though we hated each other for such a long time, it's just, like, it's crazy to see that we're friends now. It's kind of weird. I don't know how I feel about it.
Oh God. Everyone. I don't think I could just narrow it down to one person, because everybody has made my theater experience what it was.
So whenever we joined for the musical, we all kind of expected to walk in and not feel like we belonged, you know? Because we weren't a part of theater, we didn't take any theater classes. But going in there and seeing so many people welcome us with open arms and want us to be there and want to learn from us, and we wanted to learn from them, it was really cool to see how you cannot be actually so involved in something as someone else and they still welcome you in, and it was just really cool and heartwarming.
I'll miss everything, honestly. I'd say if I miss anything the most, it would be UIL. UIL has always been my favorite theater thing, so I'd miss that the most. Just the rehearsals, I mean, they're grueling, but they're fun, and there's a lot of energy. I'll miss the camaraderie, the friendship that we all had, the how it felt like family. I'll miss all of that.
Just being able to come to a group, you know, at any time, and just being able to have fun with them. And I'm sure I'll find that somewhere else. It's just, everything changes and is different in a little way. And I'll miss that. I'll miss working on the musicals with, all my friends, and I know everyone, and it's just, I'll miss bowing on stage with everyone I know. It's just things like that.
I will miss how comfortable I am here. Like, it's that amount of comfortableness that you have to work up to, and it's just like I gotta start all over again with everyone and everything.
I think what I'll miss most is just being around people, talking to people, meeting new people, and just generally having something to do after school to look forward to. Oh, we have rehearsal today.
I'll miss Paisley and Hannah, but I think most is having a solid place to come, especially like Mr. Anna. He's been solid throughout all of Caroline and everything she went through and everything I've been through. He's always been a positive influence, and I love him so much, and I'm very grateful for him. I just think the relationships I've made, and I don't have to lose Dalton because he's going with me to A&M. But it's just hard because, I don't know. I don't have a go-to place. Or I won't.
I'm gonna miss everybody. I'm gonna miss everybody in theater. They've always been such an amazing group of friends to me. Just kind of encouraging me to perform my best, and whatever. Just it's been really great to hang out with everybody.
People the most. I only talk to them very seldom now, but they're the people you can go to with anything because they listen. They're taught to listen, but they listen and they do care about you. It's very fun.
The thing that I'll miss the most is probably hanging out with all of you every single day, because I love all of you so very much, and I'm really sad that I have to leave.
The friendships. I can find another theater anywhere, but I can't find these same people.
I know whenever we were doing Oklahoma, I was like, I was only in 2 shows, like I'm not gonna miss it that much. But then when we finished it, it was actually really sad, and I was like, oh, this is sad. I'm never gonna be in a show with Brennan or Andrew or Colton or any of those people. And well, Kate, she's a freshman and she's so cute, but.
I want to be remembered as someone who worked really hard. Hopefully I've got that one secured. I want to be remembered as someone who, I don't know, just cared about the company.
I want people to remember me as someone who was unselfish and someone that did everything for other people before himself first.
Honestly, I'd want to thank my mom and dad first for like even asking me to get into theater. Theater has been a part of me since I was so little. Like I can't even remember life without it. So I'm so glad that they even asked me to join that class and that I said yes. So them first and foremost, but to every Miss Newton, Miss Kemp, Mr. Hanna, for being amazing directors, for being so dedicated to the students, and then for the students here for being such great friends and family.
You know, I have to thank Miss Newton for believing in me from the Cinderella audition. I mean, if she would not have believed in me from that audition, if she wouldn't have offered me the position as alternate in the UIL show my junior year, I mean, that's something that not a lot of people offered me. And I love her, and I love what she's done for me. I want to thank Miss Kemp, because whenever Miss Kemp compliments you, it means something. It was like she singles people out, and it means something. And it's one of the best feelings, honestly, is when you get a compliment from Miss Kemp.
I would like to thank Miss Kemp. You know, she's always been encouraging of me and my singing during all my stuff. Her and I have got that Michael Bublé connection. Mr. Hanna. I didn't really know Mr. Hanna my sophomore year, but these past, my junior and senior year, we've just became, it feels to me like, you know, best buds. I've been helping him do stuff, and he trusts me already, even though I probably don't deserve his trust, and it's just, that's been wonderful.
Any advice to the underclassmen?
Go for it. There's too much time that you like sit there thinking about, oh, should I do this? Am I good enough? Am I something, blah, blah, blah. Just do it.
I would just like to give the advice that you just have to go with what you want to do in life. Don't let anybody hold you back to what you want to do, but know there's always going to either be roadblocks or something standing in your way. There's always going to be a challenge, and if that's what you want to do in life, no matter what it is, you just have to know that it's going to take sacrifice.
Like, don't become so full of yourself, and don't like think, oh my gosh, I'm the stuff because like this, and this. No, that's not what it is. It's like if you were put into a role, you either deserved it or you showed potential to fill that role. Don't take it and don't disrespect other people because they've like gotten something lower than you or whatever that is.
I tell them to savor the moment. It passes by so fast before your eyes. It's very cliche, but it's true. It passes by so fast. And you're gonna be a senior before you know it, and you'll be filming this video and you'll wanna cry, and you'll be on to life. And so it just passes by. It's stressful, but I would say that even the most stressful moments that I've had, I still can look back and remember the fun times that I had in theater and the memories that I made, and like you'll never forget them. So even in the stress, even in the pain, whatever you're going through, just savor the moment and realize that it's not gonna last forever, and one day you'll look back on it and you'll miss it.
I was never good at running away till you ran away, till you ran